This is Angel at SwissWatchExpo, and this week we're taking a look at my 3 favorite picks for GMT-Master IIs. Stick around. Welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. This is Angel, and this week we're taking a look at my 3 picks for GMT-Master IIs. I have a real affinity for these watches. I think they get overlooked when you compare them to something like a Sky Dweller that has its complications, but the GMT-Master II has some really nice functions on it as well. You can tell the time in up to 3 different time zones on this timepiece, and also I like this because it was released the same year I was born. So let's get right into my 3 top picks. So the first one that I'll pull today is going to be this anniversary dial GMT-Master II in 18 karat yellow gold. This is a beautiful example of an anniversary watch from Rolex. And we've noticed that whenever there's a special anniversary for a watch, they somehow tend to implement the green somewhere. And on this one, it is on the dial here. This was created in honor of the 50-year anniversary for the GMT Master series altogether. I love this timepiece because, of course, you have that Cerachrome bezel. It looks absolutely stunning in the black with the contrast to the green, that kind of Rolex box green that you see on a lot of the purchases that you make here at SwissWatchExpo. This watch, I also love the satin and high polish finish on it, and it's done in a 40mm size. Just an absolutely stunning watch in the 18 karat yellow gold, and one of those that makes a true statement when you see it from a distance. So #1 pick for me. Next up, we'll go right into the GMT Master II, what we call the Batgirl. Now, that is an unofficial name, of course, but it gets the name from the original Batman comic series. At first, this watch came out on an Oyster bracelet. It was the 116710 release. And when they came out with it on the Jubilee bracelet, it switched over to a 120 series model for the Rolex collection. Now, of course, when that happened, the movement received an update. You went from a 50-hour power reserve into a 70-hour power reserve. And that also was the time when they quit with the 116710 series, meaning that it comes on the Jubilee instead of the Oyster. But of course, true to Rolex, they ended up creating an option for you with the updated movement, with the larger power reserve, with the Oyster bracelet. Big tip on if you want to know if it's the original 50-hour power reserve or the 70-hour power reserve is to take a look there at the Swiss made insignia there at the bottom of the dial near the 6. The updated version will have the Rolex coronet right in the middle of the Swiss made. So that's a good little tip if you're trying to figure out what movement and power reserve you have on this watch. I love the contrast of blue and black. Blue is one of my favorite colors. And I love the way that dial is split with the Cerachrome bezel. So beautiful option with the Batgirl here from Rolex. And then last, but certainly not least, and you'll notice that I flipped this watch and I put the crown on this side because this is what they call the GMT Master Sprite with the left side crown. So essentially this watch is made for someone who is a lefty so that you can wear it on your right. However, I have a lot of clients that still wear this on the respective arm that we traditionally wear our watches on. I love the Rolex green and black. This is just a stunning, unique watch. When you wear it, you're sure to get a lot of commentary about what the colorway is and why the crown is on the opposite side of the movement. So a really, really gorgeous timepiece and a rare find in the Sprite design, destro design. So my 3 top picks for Rolex GMT Master IIs. And then also we'll take a moment to actually learn how to set a watch like this. So with this watch, like I said, you can choose up to 3 different time zones. And of course, the long hand with the triangle is going to be your home time. And then you'll use the Mercedes hand to change between the different time zones that you may travel. And then if you want to choose a third function, you'd use the bezel to add the amount of hours to what your home time is to where you're located. So hopefully we can get this on video here. So of course, what you'll do is you'll just unscrew that crown, and forgive me, I am doing this from behind the watch so that I can show you here on the camera, but you'll want to put it in your second position once it pops out from the winding position, and that will allow you to change the hour without affecting the minutes on the watch. And if you pull it to the final position, you can go ahead and set your home time. So for sake of use, we'll just say that this local time is going to be right here at, we'll say 6 a.m. Okay. And then you'll push it back into the second position to change the date and time, depending upon where you've traveled. So we're going to say we traveled somewhere where it's 9. We'll push the crown in, screw it back down. And we want to know a third time zone. So we'll just find out how many hours ahead or behind that local area is, and rotate the bezel accordingly to that hour. So you'll have your local, your home, your local, and then one other time zone as well. So hopefully that's been a good help. If not, please just give us a call here at SwissWatchExpo. We'll do a FaceTime with you and walk through setting your watch and maybe getting one added to your collection. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.